Is Barrie, Ontario in a buyer's market in 2026? Here's the truth. I'm Paul Partridge, and I'm with Remax Crosstown and the Ayranto real estate team here in Barrie. If you've been watching the headlines, you've probably heard the words buyer's market. It's being thrown around a lot lately. But what does that actually mean for Barrie in 2026? And more importantly, what does that mean for you if you're thinking about buying or selling? Well, let's break it down. First, yes, Barrie is definitely leaning towards a buyer's market right now. But that doesn't mean homes aren't selling. It just means that the balance of power has shifted slightly compared to what we saw from 2020 to 2022. Back then, it was chaos. Multiple offers, no conditions, homes selling in days. Buyers felt pressure, sellers felt unstoppable. That's not today's market. In 2026, we're seeing more inventory. More listings are hitting the market, which gives buyers options. And when buyers have options, they take their time. They compare homes, they negotiate, they include conditions. Again, financing, home inspections, and sometimes even the condition of the sale of their property. That's healthy. Now here's what makes this interesting. Barrie is not in a crash. Prices have adjusted from their peak, but they're stabilized. Well-presented, well-priced homes are still selling, especially move-in ready properties, updated family homes, bungalows that attract downsizers, and homes in stronger South Barrie neighborhoods. The key difference is overpricing no longer works. If a seller lists based on 2022 expectations, the home sits and sits and sits. And when it sits, buyers start to wonder what's wrong with it. That's when price reductions happen. But if a seller prices properly from day one, they're still getting solid results. Now let's talk buyers. If you're a buyer in Barrie right now, this is probably the most balanced opportunity you've had in years. You can negotiate, you can do your due diligence, you might even be able to sleep on your decision without losing the house overnight. That doesn't mean that you can go out there and lowball every property and expect to get it. Desirable homes still move quickly, but you have leverage that didn't exist a few years ago. Interest rates are still higher than pandemic levels, and that's what's keeping some buyers cautious. But here's what many smart buyers are realizing. You marry the house, you date the rate. Rates change, purchase price and location are long-term. Now let's address the question that sellers are asking me every week. Should I wait? Well, that depends on your situation. If you're downsizing, timing both your sale and your purchase strategically is key. If you're upsizing, you're likely buying and selling in the same market, which means conditions affect both sides. Waiting for the perfect market is risky. Real estate moves in cycles. The goal isn't to time the peak, it's to build a strategy around your life plans. Barrie remains a strong long-term market because of its proximity to the GTA, GO train access, we have a great waterfront lifestyle, continued population growth, and we have limited new housing supply at this time. Those fundamentals haven't changed. So, is Barrie in a buyer's market? Yes, definitely leaning that way. Is it a bad market? No. It's more of a normal market. And honestly, balanced markets are where smart decisions get made. If you're thinking about buying or selling in 2026, the most important thing is understanding your specific price point and neighborhood. Real estate is hyper-local. What's happening in Hawley may look different than the East End or Painswick. If you want real numbers, real strategy, and real advice, not just headlines, I'll leave you a link in the description below for you to reach out to me. I'm always happy to have a conversation and map out your options. If you're looking to save time, effort, and lots of money, make sure you click that link and schedule a call. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.